saying, okay, you attended this class. They signed it off. You got to fill it out, and they sign off on it. You sign off on it, and they sign off on it. And then he said, well, you have everything but one paper, certificate of legal capacity. And I'm like, good Lord. So the embassy is not open on Wednesday. So we came back here to Dumaguete, and then we left out of here Wednesday evening. Uh, you got to kind of like be at the boat at least an hour before the boat leaves, or you're screwed. So we got there about 10. We left out a port about 12. We actually got into Cebu about 7:15, 7:30 in the morning. I did a video, and I didn't know we had another hour on the boat, but that's the way it goes. So we did that. Well, we get there 7:30 in the morning. Uh, we were down there at the embassy at 8 o'clock, and we sat in the embassy until 10:30, which because we got there early, they processed us. But it was just pretty much, we're going to take your money and give you a stamp on your paperwork. And it was another piece of paper we fill out, and they sign off, we sign off, and then they stamp it. So we're on the boat. We finally got on the boat coming back. Um, we had to do ocean jet from Cebu to Bohol, which gave me an opportunity to, at least to visit Bohol and say, hey, even though I wasn't there long enough to meet anybody, which I kind of wanted to do a meet and greet, but so we got to Bohol and we got stuck. We got stuck. Sorry, sir. No ferry leaving till 7 in the morning, sir. So we went down and got us a pension house, which even though it's a pension house, it was still about 40, I think about $40 a night. Which I'm like going, that's a pension house, man. It's supposed to be cheap, but no, all the hotels there were 80, 80 $80. I was like, man, what's going on with Balearin, man? I mean, things are getting expensive there compared to compared to the notes I took of people that are vlogging there, like Brian Smith, and Terrence Flannery, and a couple others. I mean, Lynn and Anthony, and so now I'm starting to see what Brian was talking about. Um, it turns out my brother goes to school there. He goes to school there right BTI, I guess it's called. Um, it's a technical institute for mariners. He's studying to be a marine engineer. So good for him. But I'm paying for it. He better get good grades. Because first thing I ask him, I go, how's your grades, man? How you doing? Oh, good, good, bro, good, bro, good, bro. I go, okay, you better. Anyways, so forth. We get up, we grab the Bohol to Dumaguete ocean jet, which each trip on the ocean jet was two hours, and that's the fastest boat you can get. There's Everything else is so slow. I mean, we passed up 3 ferries, maybe 4, I think, on the way to Dumaguete, just passing them up. I mean, I'm like, wow, we are moving, you know. My wife was like, wow. But it was 2 hours from Cebu to Bohol, and then 2 hours from Bohol to Dumaguete. I got my phone, everything's good, we got everything. We're getting off the ferry in Dumaguete, and that's when I got struck. I got hit. Somebody pickpocketed me for my phone. The only thing I had in my front top pocket. And I just knew better. And my wife got mad at me. We got a little bit of a tiff because, I think she was thinking I was blaming her. I wasn't blaming her. I was like, man, I just knew it. I should have put it in her purse. And she has her purse in front of her all the time. And then I put it in my pocket. I checked my pictures. I sent my pictures to Facebook. And then as I'm getting off, everybody's crowded, bumping, and hitting each other. And boom, I get into trike and no phone. So, the truck driver offered to go help my wife look for it, and we called a friend that works at the port to see if anybody turned it in, and nobody turned it in. But by the time I got here, I got on Facebook, and I'm like, everything I have on my Facebook is in Tagalog, so guess what? They got my phone. They changed my settings on Facebook, probably to see if they can get any information to steal. But that's just set the end of the trip to a bad note, and I don't want to end this on a negative. But the way it turns out, at least I had my SIM card from the States here at the house, and so just got to get a new phone, put my SIM in, and I'm good to go for the States. But there's other things that concern. I'll figure those out. Like, we finally changed my settings and changed my password on my Facebook. Which, if anything happens like that with your phone, change your passwords for everything. Everything. There's one I haven't changed the password, and I just haven't figured out how to do it yet. But it's a app on my phone that I use to transfer money. So I messaged my brother and told him, don't send me anything. If you're going to pay me back, wait. Just wait for me to get another phone, another number. And then I'm going to have you walk me through the Venmo app again. But that's pretty much that right there. I mean, the secret is not to let one bad day affect the rest of your days while you're visiting here. And it's isolated. I haven't had no incident, no problem with anybody here, except for whoever that one person was. And it's probably a professional pickpocket scam artist. Had to be a young guy because they know a phone inside and out, and they know how to get on Facebook and change all your settings. And an older Filipino really doesn't know all that. So we're talking somebody probably somewhere between 18 and 25, maybe 28 to the most. But that's that story. I hope this doesn't go too long. If it's 2 videos, so be it. I just thought I'd tell you the trip. Go get Cinemar first. If you have any suspicion that she might be married, and get to Cinemar first. I didn't get to Cinemar first, or did we? Yeah, we did. We got Cinemar first, only because that was the less time consuming. We didn't have to go to Cebu. We didn't have to go to Tanhai. We did it down in downtown Dumaguete, and we got to Cinemar because you go down to the PSA, I believe it is, Philippine Statistics Authority, something like that. I think that's what it is. And they're right next to the print shop there, the copyright, or in America they call it copyright, but it's like you get copies conveniently next to the PSA. So, of course, when you go there, you're going to need 3 copies of everything. So, next door is the coffee store. Now, I believe that was somewhere over there in